Welcome back to another episode of the Press Room. It has been a while, but we are back. I'm your co-host, Cooper Shepard, with my co-host, Nathan Bressel. We're here with our first in-person pod.
Yep.
We got a setup. It's been a minute. I've moved. We got a little setup now. Going to start doing this consistently. It's college football time. I've been waiting so long for this.
Amen.
So we're back, baby. Let's go.
I'm excited. No more Zoom calls.
We've been talking about this, a real podcast, forever, so we finally did it. It ain't going to be good at first, but it's a learning process for me. It's a learning process for me. So we're using a phone as a camera, got some little mics, a light. So this is better than Zoom for now. So.
Yeah, amen.
All right, we're going to get into it. There's been a lot that's happened since we've recorded.
We haven't recorded in a minute.
It's been since last college football season.
Yeah.
So
like January?
Probably like before the Natty we recorded. We did like a playoff Natty episode.
Oh, I thought you meant like the national, like when we went to Chicago.
No.
I was like, no, we didn't.
But where do we start? Let's start with Colorado.
I was gonna say let's just start with it. Let's get it going.
That's what everybody's talking about. So let's talk about it.
It was
not specifically this game, but just in general.
Yeah, like it's crazy. The amount of impact that Prime has had, not only on that program, but just like that city and that school in general, like just so much publicity goes into that. Like I saw a thing, what's the brand that he's doing, that the sunglasses? What's that brand called?
Blenders?
Yeah, they sold 1.2 million sales this weekend.
Yeah.
And those glasses are $70.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Crazy, bro.
That's crazy. Game Day's there, obviously. McAfee's there with his show, and they brought Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson out there. And then who else was out there? Kawhi Leonard showed up.
Lil Wayne was there.
Yeah, like Offset
was
there.
there.
Like it was insane.
Kyle Lowry, Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, to see Kawhi show up to a game.
Yeah,
that boy don't even show up to Clippers games.
Yeah.
like just to see him out in public in general, like with people, was crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's insane.
The branding is off the charts.
Yeah.
Like put football and sports aside, like just the branding that he's done for that area and that school is insane.
And if you notice, everything he does, everything he says is recorded.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, it's his son, Deion Sanders Jr.
Yeah.
Records everything for Twitter, YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah.
So we're seeing like all this behind the scenes stuff, and then they're gonna make a documentary about it. That's what all this is for.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're gonna make a document. I guess it's Netflix. I don't know, but I know they're gonna make something about him. Like we're seeing, I love it.
Yeah,
like I love.
I'm a fan of it,
bro. I see his speeches. He's like they made it personal. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, I know.
Like bro, it hypes me up just watching the videos.
Coach Prime is like, I remember watching the Under Armour All-American games when he was a coach there before he even got into high school and Jackson State and all that. Like he's always been a guy who like brings that type of energy, and he's a players type coach. So he's a coach that people enjoy playing for. But he's also said it multiple times on different platforms, like. He's been the coach, he's been the player, he's been the parent at home. Like he gets all sides of the recruiting and the aspect of the athlete and what that happens at the college and professional level in multiple sports, baseball and football. So like he's just a guy that gets it, and he's just a guy that you want to be around. He brings you in, and he's just someone that like has good vibes, like just crazy off the charts. You know what I mean? Like he's just He's a pro's pro, like sure, like obviously back in the day he's cocky and stuff like that. That's just Prime. But like if you can back it up and you're a good person now, like not that he was back then, but like you can see his like genuineness in what he does.
Yeah.
So
like he truly cares about them.
Yeah, yeah.
And bro, what's even crazier is he has two sons. One of them is a Heisman frontrunner, and one of them is a starting defensive back.
Had a pick
six.
Yeah.
And then Shedeur is second in the country in passing yards.
I think we forget that he was also a 4-star quarterback.
Yeah, no, bro. I thought about that for the first time the other day after the game. I was like, I want to go see what offers he had.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Bama, Oregon, Ohio State, Tennessee. All these schools are offering him.
Yeah. He's got it. Like,
I never because at Jackson State, there's no highlight on him. Like nobody ever talked about it.
They'll win the conference championship, and then they go play in a bowl game, and like.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff. So you see it at the end of the year, and they're like 12-1 at that point or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, and we'll get into Travis Hunter here in a second. But they got something special there. And out of all places, like I know Colorado has somewhat of a history in football. Obviously, it's been since the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. But like Colorado, like since I've been a diehard college football fan and following college football like for like since I'm 24 at this point. So like the last 10, 11 years where I've really dug into it, like Colorado's been relevant.
Yeah,
like
no,
what are they 7-5 best? Like
maybe
like low to mid tier Pac-12.
I have not heard anything about Colorado since I've even paid attention to football.
No, like it's not a place that you're like, okay, I'm gonna go take this coaching job and at Texas A&M and but it's Colorado. And he was like, Coach Prime's always talking about how he had better offers as far as pay and stature of schools, and he just said this is the best fit for him, and good on him for taking that type of job and believing in himself to bring that culture.
He's completely he literally started a program from nothing. Like there's one player on that team that was there last year.
That's nuts. And like to be a person who's like been on a high school team and been in college athletics, to where I've been through the process of having a new head coach come in and seeing all of the people that I was recruited with leave and I stayed. Yeah. That's hard to get that chemistry. Like, especially for football, playing baseball, like it's different. It's an individual game to a point. Baseball is because you're up there by yourself hitting, you're pitching, whatever. Yeah. Like football, like you're relying on everybody.
Yeah.
So it's crazy what he's done there.
Yeah. It's also, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. It's crazy. Like also whenever he came in, he's not trying to run these guys out, but he's telling them like, "Hey,
you're done.
Like I don't need you.
Like you're not good enough."
He's like, "I don't need you."
Yeah, and I respect that. Like if I'm a player, like, hey, like that's just how college sports. If you don't want it to be, whatever, but it is. It's business. Like at this point, like it's money.
Yeah.
Like people's livelihoods are on the line. Kids with NIL money. Like you're gonna be like it's a business.
Yeah.
So cutting people right off the bat, I think is the best spot. And if he wants to bring his culture in and bring his guys in, that's what he's got to do. So,
yeah. And so he brought his luggage and his Louis.
Yeah.
And then
brought it along.
Bro, not to mention, bro, like I don't even know where like Jimmy Horn, Xavier Weaver, their top receiver. I don't know where they came from. I know Dylan Edwards is a true freshman, 4-star running back, could have gone anywhere, went to Colorado.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter, obviously number one player in the country a couple years ago, went to Jackson State.
Old Florida State kid.
He was going to go wherever Deion was going.
Yeah, sure.
I guess to get into Travis Hunter a little bit. I showed you that video. I don't know how you didn't see that, but
yeah,
I know it was a late night game. Funny story. They were down like 2 possessions in like the fourth quarter. I had it on in my room. Me and Taj, my buddy who I live with, were watching it. It's 2 possession game. He's like, all right, I'm going to bed. It's over. Good night. They lost.
Yeah.
He goes in there. I fall asleep. I leave the TV on though. He comes in my room. I was dead asleep, bro. He wakes up. He's like, bro, it's going to overtime. It's going to overtime. I'm like, I'm out, bro. I'm out. And I'm like, it's going to overtime, bro. And we just bro, it's like 12. It's past midnight.
Yeah.
And we're just watching it, bro. And then they ended up winning. And it's like, bro, like, there's no other game I would have woke up, like,
no,
I would have gave a fuck about to, like, bro, I was out, bro. Yeah. I was out.
Yeah.
And I look up and I'm like, it's overtime.
Yeah.
And then I watched the rest of the game and it's like.
That reminds me of last year, that story, now that you speak of it. It was Jags Chargers, I believe, in the playoff game. Does that sound right?
I don't remember.
But the Jaguars came back from like 27 down.
And they
won the game.
Oh, they
won because they went on to play the Chiefs in the next round.
Yeah.
I think it was the Chargers. And this guy, like, it's a viral TikTok. He's like, he had a parlay in for like the Jags covering or something, and he falls asleep at halftime, and his buddies wake him up.
Oh,
like,
I have seen that.
They won. And he's like, oh,
he was like,
yeah.
That
reminds me of that.
I do remember that. Yeah. But back to Travis Hunter and that injury. As a fan, I'm not a Colorado fan, but I'm a fan of good football and a fan of a good story. And they have their 2 biggest games of the year coming up: Oregon this week, and then USC the next week.
Yeah.
And to see like one of their best players, maybe their best player, if not second best, but to see him out for the 2 biggest games of the year, like that sucks. Bro.
Yeah,
and especially how he went out, like just a dirty hit. It sucks.
It sucks. It's unfortunate. It sucks that that's a part of the game. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, Deion did come out and say that he would be out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Travis Hunter straps up for USC. I really wouldn't. Like he
I
won't play both ways, but like
just
Deion,
the impact that he has on the game.
Like
bro.
Deion, like even back like when they were in camp, like he was telling Travis, hey, take a day off. Like, you're on your feet too much. You played a lot of snaps. And he's out there full practice, full pads. Like, the kid wants to play.
Yeah.
So if he feels like he's well enough to play with his ribs or liver and however that is, like, wear a rib cage, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays corner. Like, I'd rather see him play corner than receiver. He's more likely to, like, brace himself as a corner.
At the same time, Dion was talking about how much he wants to play and said he's going to be like, I'm ready to go.
But he's going to protect him.
Like, So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
it'll be, I think, like you said, it'll come down to doctors. But, like, if the doctors clear him and say that, hey, you can play corner, or hey, you can play 20 snaps, or hey, you can play, but, like, if you get hit there once you're done, like, we'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised if he definitely won't suit up for Oregon. He shouldn't with that type of hit and injury. But USC, like, I don't.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a big game.
I hope so. I hope he does, bro.
Yeah.
I'm watching that game either.
It'll be game day.
Yeah.
It'll have game day for sure.
What if they lose to Oregon? You think it still will be? I don't even know. I don't know where the game's at.
I don't either, but it's Caleb Williams versus Dion and
Sanders.
Shador. Yeah. It's two Heisman guys. So game day will be there. There'll be coverage. There'll be media.
Yeah.
But
all right, let's get into.
You want to talk about Tennessee or Ohio State or?
I don't want to talk about Tennessee, but I guess we got to do it, right?
Yeah, you got to. You got to show the people. I guess just start with, like, what happened.
Play calling.
Okay, what about it?
It was terrible. That's, like, we were talking about it earlier. You were saying it was because Joe Milton's bad.
Joe Milton is ass, by the way. I stand by that.
It has nothing to do with Joe Milton. I promise. You put Hendon Hooker in that game with the same play calling, we're losing that game.
No.
I promise you.
I mean, yeah, I get it, but, like, Joe Milton he missed some throws. Like, Hendon Hooker's making 6 to 7 more plays in that game that keeps Tennessee in that game.
Like what?
Bro.
He missed one deep ball.
Not even deep balls, just like little things.
Bubble screens, bro. That's all. Yes. That's all we ran. And he made the throw every time.
I'm just saying. Continue.
I don't know. A lot of it also too was just silly fucking plays, bro. like the fourth down, bro. Fourth and whatever. It was fourth down.
I remember
on
that
their
play.
own 20-yard line. Bill Neighbors like, fuck it. Let's just see if they're just dumb enough to jump.
I texted you right after that.
There was no intention of running a play.
No. Why would you?
And I don't even know whose dumbass it was. I think
it was a D tackle.
I think it was Norman Lott, which he suspended for half the next game, he should be suspended for the rest of the year. Anyways, like, and there was just multiple like dumb penalties.
Yeah.
But bro, I really blame it all on Josh Heupel. I think it's play calling.
Does he call the plays? Like everything?
Yeah. Bro, last year for Hendon Hooker, we ran some of those, but we did run a lot of those.
Yeah.
But it was to open up.
Because you had athletes that could do it. Like you were a better team last year, but also like you had the vertical threats to throw a couple bubbles and then take a shot.
Yeah, no, I know, but bro, we have that. We don't have Jalen Hyatt.
Cedric Tillman.
But Cedric Tillman was out for half the season.
Okay, but Hendon Hooker is also...
Squirrel White beat the defense like 8 different times, and we don't throw it deep.
Can't get the ball to him. Why?
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Why?
I don't know.
Joe Milton.
No, because that wasn't the play that bro, the last drive of the game when they're like, oh, we're down, we need to start throwing the ball. We go down the yard 70 fields in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's you have to give Joe Milton a chance to be bad.
Oh, I've seen him bad.
You haven't seen him bad.
Go back to playing at Michigan.
But that was 3 years ago, bro. They have if they run Hendon Hooker's offense from last year and he's still ass, and take him out the game, you might as well throw Nico in there.
Yeah.
But bro, they haven't. He hasn't even. He threw his first interception yesterday or Saturday since he's been in Michigan. You know that?
Because he hasn't played any.
He played like 5 games.
Bro, it's like 49-0 against Vandy. Like
okay. Orange Bowl against Clemson, and he started. He started the first 4 games. Hooker's first year. But either way, it's all play calling, bro.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, Ohio State's got similar issues, but
like you just have to give him. Bro, it's like Heupel doesn't trust him. Like, I know he's not as accurate. If you throw a lot of deep balls, he might throw a couple picks. He's going to. He's not as accurate as Hendon Hooker. We all know that.
Ryan Day has the same thing with McCord.
We all know he's gonna fuck up if you run a fucking air raid. We know that. But like, bro, you can't expect to go into Florida and just run the ball and throw bubble screens and win the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then defense just playing, just not.
Yeah, I think they were just undisciplined that game. A lot of stupid turnovers, a lot of penalties.
That's the perfect word, undisciplined.
I think it was more of the undisciplined than the play calling.
For the rest of the season,
who do you have next week?
UTSA. So we'll probably win 21-10. Bro.
Who's your tough? You play Georgia still.
Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia doesn't look that good though.
Well, Tennessee doesn't look that good either.
Oh.
They'll be.
I don't think anyone looks good right now.
And but we'll talk about that in a second. But for that, we could, if we call these plays, we're going 7-5.
Yeah.
Now, if he goes back to calling Hooker's offense, then and Joe Milton is, bro. If Joe Milton is half decent, if he's half as good as Hooker.
Yeah.
And we run that offense, we'll win 9 games.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But
you're talented enough that you can.
I don't know. We'll see. We have UTSA next week, and then it gets hard. So.
Yeah, we had our Ohio State, as when I say we, because I'm an Ohio State fan. So we had our 3 easy weeks. Blew out Western Kentucky. Finally put up some decent amount of points on an opponent. Obviously, Indiana was a little bit of a struggle with McCord and getting on the right track. And then Youngstown State last week, we only beat them by 28. It's Youngstown State. Why aren't we beating them by 50? But Western Kentucky was kind of the first all-around, really good game that we've put together.
Yeah.
McCord looked good. He looked loose. Connected with Marvin a couple times on some long touchdowns. And Mecca caught a couple balls for a touchdown. Run game looked good. I honestly like our 3-back running committee. Ohio State's very used to just having a big back. J.K. Dobbins is the workload. TreVeyon Henderson is freshman year workload.
Yeah.
I kind of like our 3-back system. It keeps things fresh, and they're all different types of runners, kind of like Tennessee.
Yeah.
All of our backs are different types of runners. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out the rest of the year. Defense, secondary looks great, but everywhere else doesn't. Denzel Burke is playing lights out right now. He looks like he did when he was a freshman after his sophomore slump year last year. Safeties look okay. Our front seven's just terrible, in my opinion. We don't have a DN that can get home. Our D tackles are okay. Our linebackers are still slow. I don't know. Just we got to play better in the front seven. We got to start getting more pressure on the quarterback.
So what do you expect at Ohio State this weekend?
This weekend, obviously, we play Notre Dame. Sam Hartman's going to be the big factor. I think it's just going to come down to pressure. How much pressure can we put on Sam Hartman? I trust our secondary the most, and I believe that we can put up points against Notre Dame. Obviously not 50, 55 points like we're used to putting up, like you see Ohio State offenses do.
Yeah.
But I think if we can put up 31, 34 points, we can win the game.
Yeah.
But it's going to come down to how much pressure can we put on Sam Hartman, and can we get him off the field on third downs? That's going to be the big thing.
Do you expect Ohio State for just the rest of the season outlook for them to improve? I mean, obviously you're going to say yes, but they've
in general.
Yeah.
I think we've taken that first step of getting better this past week. Like Coach Day said in an interview, Ohio State's not here, but we took the next step to get there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a process with this team. Like I've said, we just don't have. I feel like with Coach Day compared to Coach Meyer, we're just not as tough.
Yeah.
And that sucks to say, but
Ohio
State had some dogs.
Yeah,
back in the day,
yeah.
We're just not as tough. And it's going to come down to where we're going to have to grit some games, and we're going to have to, hey, we've got 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We need to run the clock and run the ball and get 3 first downs to run this ball. And Ohio State, I don't know if we can do that.
Yeah.
We haven't proven that.
Yeah. Bro,
And that's the type of football we need to play to win games like this. So with Sam Hartman, the thing is we're going to have to get off the field on third down, keep them in positions that are, third and longs, third and mids, and be able to make plays on defense. That's going to be the big thing.
When is the last time Ohio State has played a season where multiple games the better quarterback is on the other team? Because that's what
not very many. Coach, we've lost 6 games since 2019.
Yeah, and you guys have always had a dominant quarterback.
Yeah, we've had a dominant quarterback. I mean, you can argue like Michigan, Ohio State, like the better quarterback wins the game. So like Michigan's had our number the last couple of years, and he's definitely JJ McCarthy's definitely carved us up. But as far as like the better, most talented guy, I can't think of one.
Yeah.
Like
Sam Hartman's going to be better.
Sam Hartman probably is better than McCord.
I don't know your guys' schedule.
I mean, we play Michigan the rest of the year. I think Drew Aller's better than McCord at this moment.
Oh yeah.
So that's 3. McCord's got the talent. Like he's just there. Like he reminds me of back in the Bama days when Jalen Hurts was seen as like a game manager. Yeah. And obviously we know Jalen Hurts for what he is right now in the NFL.
Yeah.
But back when he was at Bama his senior year before Tua took over, he was seen as like the game manager type. Yeah, he was like the Jay Coker and like the Blake Sims. That's what Kyle McCord is right now.
Yeah.
And he's not really going to let loose until we trust him enough to do that. And our offense is built to get the ball quickly to playmakers, which we need to do. Marvin Harrison and Emeka Ibuka should not have 4 receptions combined in a game like they did the first game.
Yeah.
So creating ways to get them the ball differently is going to be key as well. Can we get the ball in their hands to make a play?
Back to what you just said about having to trust your quarterback to make plays. It's literally what I was saying about Tennessee. But
yeah, it's very similar. Like you could see it in the first game versus the third game. The play calling was a lot different because I feel like he trusted McCord to, hey, take a shot.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, yeah,
do this.
I bet him under passing yards and he fucking went over.
Yeah, so. I know. The one game, right? First game, 300-yard game of his year. But it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited for the game for sure. Am I nervous? Yes, because Ohio State has not played. Like I would rate last game as like a B+, but it's Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
But we need to play an A game to beat Notre Dame. But I think we can.
All right, let's recap a couple of the games any games that stuck out to you this week. I'll start with Florida State because they almost lost to Boston College.
Yeah, that was a good game.
First of all, Florida State is really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that was, bro.
That was crazy. I still think Florida State wins the ACC, but like because they're obviously the best team talent-wise. Like I trust Jordan Travis, but every team's gonna have a game like that.
Yeah, it's college football, bro.
Yeah. But I didn't watch that game because I was watching Penn State, Illinois, because I wanted to kind of check out Penn State. But
yeah, I didn't watch it either, but
yeah, it was interesting for sure.
I mean, like LSU, Mississippi State, I don't really care. It was 41-14.
Mississippi State this year just isn't good. Like they're known as the air raid offense, and their new head coach is a defensive-minded guy, and Will Rogers just doesn't look the same, and LSU's just more talented. Yeah. That's what it was.
Georgia, South Carolina, that was interesting because Georgia did not. They could have lost. It was like I think it was tied at halftime. It
was tied at half. And
I was watching the game, and I was like, I know Georgia's gonna win. Like that just they just weren't gonna lose.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I had for one of my parlays this week, I had Spencer Sanders over yards, and it was like super low. It was like 202 yards, and I'm like, he's
Spencer
never not
Sanders?
hit. Oh, not Spencer Sanders. Spencer Rattler.
Oh yeah. Did he hit it?
Yeah, he hit it.
Okay.
He had like 230.
Yeah, I remember. I was gonna do that. It was greened out, bro. I was gonna do it, but I was like, Georgia defense. I don't know. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I did it because he's never not hit it.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw it. Like it's Georgia, but like still, like I know if they're gonna be down late in the game, he's gonna be having to throw the ball. So like maybe get some garbage time yards. But they put up a fight. Like Spencer Rattler, like he's always in games. Like I just feel like Carolina's one of those sneaky, like not sneaky, but like they're just one of those annoying teams.
They're
the Iowa of the Big Ten.
They're 1-2 right now, but they're gonna ruin somebody's season.
They did last year for you.
I know. That's what I'm saying. like they're gonna ruin somebody's season, bro.
They're like the Iowa and the Purdue for Ohio State.
They're
always play terrible against them.
They're 1-2, and their losses is to Georgia 24-14 and North Carolina.
And North Carolina was a decent game for the first half.
Yeah. North Carolina's a good team.
Yeah, I like Rattler. I think he's a good quarterback. Obviously,
he'll be like a practice squad guy.
Yeah, I mean, he'll make a roster.
Yeah.
Like someone will take a shot on him. But yeah, I could definitely see Carolina being like an 8-4 team that sneaks into the Outback Bowl that like wins their bowl game and like they upset a really good team. Like so.
Alabama, South Florida. Alabama wins 17-3.
Played all 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah. No, did Jalen Milroe play? He did. Well, he just got in the starter today.
Yeah.
As you should have, because that was fucking pathetic. I thought the whole offseason, I told you this too. I thought Ty Simpson would be the starter.
I've been on the Jalen Milroe train.
I thought they were both like.
It was between those two. I don't know why
I don't know why Tyler Buckner even went there.
Because Tommy Reese is there, but like still.
Jalen Milroe did not throw a pass in this game.
Okay, maybe he didn't play. I don't know. Like I thought he did. I thought he played.
I don't think he did.
Okay, never mind. But yeah, dog water. That's what that was.
Ty Simpson went 5 of 9 for 73, and Tyler Buckner went 5 of 14 for 34. They did not even pass. They passed for a little over 100 yards.
That's crazy. Alabama only passing for like 110 yards. Like it's a non-conference opponent.
What is Alabama going to be this year? Like, they play Ole Miss this weekend,
and then they got to play LSU
and Tennessee.
I'm not
saying much, but like,
yeah, I don't know if they'll win the West.
I don't know, bro.
Not at this point. I could see them turning it on late because it's Bama, and they're too talented not to, and Saban's not going to go out like that and be on a team like that. But like if Saban loses, like I don't think I've ever seen Nick Saban lose 2 games in the regular season. Like it's very rare.
Yeah.
Like he'll lose like one game and then make the SEC championship and lose.
Yeah.
That's not a regular season game.
But if he does, it's like big
imagine
games.
a Nick Saban Alabama team like
last year they
9
lost
and 3
2 games, but it was LSU.
Imagine Nick Saban in like 9 and 3 in the Music City Bowl against like.
Do you think he would
Clemson.
Do you say he went like 8 and 4, 9 and 3 for the next 3 years? Would he retire?
I don't know if he can. I don't know if it's in him, bro. Like I was thinking about this too. We're in such an era now where like the powerhouses of like my high school days, like early college days, like Clemson, Alabama, like Ohio State. It's a newer guy, bro. Like Georgia's like the dog. But like
I know. Yeah.
This year of college football is so open in my opinion.
Clemson's nothing.
All the big teams have a new quarterback, a first year guy. Like Cade Klubnik's not good. Like Carson Beck is there. Like
Alabama doesn't have it.
Jalen Milroe. Like all these teams have so many questions, and this year is so like that's why I really believe in Florida State.
Yeah.
And like because they have a guy that's not proven him, but like he's been there. He's he's talented. He's proven himself, but like it's Florida State. Like they're a top 15 team other years, but like they're a real team. And then you've got sneaky teams like Washington with Michael Penix and Washington State with Cameron Ward.
Michael Penix is a fucking
DJ
dog.
Ugalugga,
whatever his name is.
Oregon State. Like there's a lot of good Pac-12 teams that are like really good.
Bro, is the Pac-12 the best conference?
I say it's the deepest. I don't know about the best. As far as like, I think the Big Ten is the best as far as talent at the top, but I think Pac-12 is the deepest. I think for sure,
bro. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think you could say Pac-12. I think you could argue Pac-12 is the best.
You could. I'm gonna go with Big Ten because I'm biased, just because we have to go.
Yeah.
To Michigan and we play Penn State and they're both top 10 teams.
Yeah.
And then we got to play Notre Dame, but that's not a non-conference game. But
like, bro, Oregon State. Oregon, USC,
Utah. Don't forget about Utah. Like they're still good.
Utah, Colorado.
They've got some teams.
UCLA. They're not bad.
Like, Washington State. I don't know if you said them or not.
Washington State.
Yeah.
They're in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Oh, Washington State. Yeah.
I'm thinking Cougars.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. They're definitely deep, but like they've got a lot of good teams.
They're I think they're the new SEC where like you've got so many 8-4 teams where they like Ole Miss will beat Arkansas and then Arkansas will beat Tennessee and then Tennessee will beat Georgia. And now
next year Pac-12 ain't even gonna exist.
Yep.
That's so crazy. Like they're so good now.
Yep.
And now it's just gonna be gone.
Oh, speaking of new conferences, first Big 12 matchup for Cincinnati this weekend.
OU, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. Well, actually. Is there any other games from this week you want to talk about?
No, not really. Those are the ones that were. I watched the Penn State game in the afternoon, Ohio State, and then
Washington
Florida.
And Michigan State. I just want to talk about this because first, Michael Penix is a fucking dog, and I've been bro. Like I don't even know how he. I don't know. I haven't even watched them, but I just see he puts up 473 yards every game, and I'm like, damn,
he's insane.
And then they played Michigan State. They're only relevant because Mel Tucker got fired today. But.
Yeah, rip Mel Tucker.
All right, big games. Do we know where game day's at this week?
It's at South Bend, Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yep.
Florida State, Clemson. That would be interesting. I guess.
Go Florida State, just off the top of my head, but
they're only favored by 2.
I mean, Clemson's probably like ranked 22nd, 23rd.
They're not even ranked anymore.
Oh, okay, never mind. I mean, it'll still be a good game. I hope at least.
Yeah, I hope so.
I just think Florida State's obviously more talented. So I'll go with them.
OU, Cincinnati. You were just talking about that.
Cincinnati's looked okay. Emory Jones is now their quarterback, and he's on like his 5th school in like 7 years. That man's been in college football as long as Bo Nix. I'm gonna go OU just because they look really, really good.
Yeah, they're favored by 14.5.
Yeah, but I think Cincinnati will keep it close.
OU has looked really good, but they've also played nobody.
Yeah.
So whenever
play Tulsa.
I'm really excited to see them play Texas. Yeah. I think Texas is gonna whoop that ass. I think everybody does. But yeah, I'm gonna go OU in that one. I don't even know what Cincinnati is. Like I don't know anything about Cincinnati anymore.
They're nothing crazy.
They're gonna be like 8-4 team.
Yeah.
Colorado, Oregon. Is Colorado as good as they're hyped up to be?
I think they get beat this weekend.
I agree.
I'm gonna take Oregon.
I agree. Oregon's favored by 21. Dang. That's insane.
I didn't know it was that bad.
I didn't realize until I literally just looked at that. That was my first.
I think that'll go down.
I don't know if they'll get beat that
spread will
bad.
Go down.
I don't think Coach Prime.
I think that spread will go down.
Yeah, I agree. Coach Prime.
I would be surprised if it's like 16,
bro.
17 by the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Oregon, but I really hope it's close. And if Colorado wins, bro,
that next weekend's gonna be good. Then
that'd be fucking awesome. Another ranked matchup. There's actually a couple more.
Yeah.
There's a good slate this week. UCLA and Utah, both 3-0 Pac-12 teams.
I'm gonna go UCLA.
Is Cam Rising playing back?
Not yet.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know anything about UC. Oh,
Dante
Moore. They have Dante Moore. That's a good transfer from Oregon. He was a 5-star.
The UCLA's back is really good.
Yeah, when I bet on him, you're like, who the fuck is that guy?
And I did some research on him, and he's good.
I only knew who he was because Tennessee played Ball State first game last year, and that's where he's from.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude's kind of a dog.
Yeah.
And then I saw he transferred to UCLA, and I bet on him. Hopefully he hits for me. Whole season, rush yards. Ole Miss, Bama. Ole Miss has a chance to make Bama 2-2.
I don't see it happening. I can't. I gotta go Bama. Like I can't not. I've never been against Bama. I can't not do it.
Bro, I don't know. Bro.
Who are you taking then?
They're favored by 7. No, I'm gonna go Bama.
Oh, you pussy.
What do you mean?
If
I'm putting money down, I'm not gonna bet against Alabama.
I can't not bet against Nick Saban.
But like, I wouldn't be surprised if
that's what I'm saying either. But like, I'm never gonna bet against Nick Saban in Alabama.
Duke, UConn, nobody really cares except Duke is kind of good actually.
Duke is good, so.
Tennessee, UTSA. We better fucking win by more than 10. We're favored by 20.5. It should be like 40. Arkansas, LSU.
LSU. They look really, really good.
Yeah, Arkansas is always a team that like
they're always tough.
You never know.
KJ Jefferson, they're tough. It'll be a good game.
Oregon State, Washington State. That'll be interesting.
Oh, that's a good game.
I say Oregon State.
I'm gonna go Washington State.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I like Cameron Ward. I'm a big Cameron Ward guy.
Yeah, you just sold a card of him for like fucking.
I made some money on Cameron Ward.
Yeah. Yeah, he is good.
I'm on the Washington State train.
He already has 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Yeah. Not a single pick.
He's good.
Yeah. Shit. I'll definitely want to watch that. Fox 6:00. I'll watch that game for sure. I'm gonna go Oregon State though. Texas, Baylor. Baylor's ass.
Baylor's terrible.
I'm gonna go Texas. Obviously, they're favored by 15. I think they'll win by more than that.
Yeah.
Like for real. Iowa, Penn State. But there's a lot of ranked matchups this week.
I'm gonna go Penn State. It'll be a low-scoring game. Expect like a 27, 13, 20.
Hey, Iowa has an offense 20, now, bro. I'm just kidding. Penn State has a defense, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Penn State. But I haven't really watched Penn State games, but I've seen some Drew Aller highlights.
He's a good player.
He looks solid.
They have a good running game too.
Is he a sophomore?
Yes.
So, yeah, he's solid.
Yep.
And then I guess the game of the week, Ohio State, Notre Dame. I guess we kind of talked about it earlier, but what do you think? Do you know what the spread is on this?
I would assume Ohio State's favored by a couple.
3.5.
Yep. I'm obviously going to pick Ohio State.
I'm picking Notre Dame, bro.
I'm going to pick Ohio State just because I can't not pick against them, but...
If Ohio State plays how they've been playing, they're going to lose.
Yeah, if Ohio State plays like they've been playing, we'll lose. We have to have our best game that we've ever played so far this season.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Ohio State loses, but I know that we're capable of putting a game together where we play really well. So I'm going to believe in that.
I'm betting on Sam Hartman again.
On what?
Sam Hartman.
Oh, well, yeah.
I've bet him all 3 times, 4 times, or they're 4-0. I've bet him 3 games passing yards, and he's hit.
Final score, I'm going to go Ohio State 34, Notre Dame 29.
I'm going Notre Dame. Notre Dame wins 31-27.
Okay.
Clip it.
We'll see. It'll be a good game.
All right, let's get into NFL. I am about to start out. Monday Night Football is going on as we record this. Let's check in on those real quick because I have money and fantasy games on the line.
Me too.
Saints and Panthers is still 6-3.
Terrible game.
Third quarter, 10 minutes left in the third.
Imagine.
Let's see if Derek Carr has a pick. Derek Carr's a pick. Let's go.
Derek Carr over a half pick on Prize Picks.
I bet it
is the lock of every single week.
Okay. Let's see what.
I'm hitting over on that until he doesn't.
Don't ever bet Rashid Shaheed, guys. He hasn't done shit.
Also, gamble responsibly.
He has 3 receptions for 18
Prize
yards.
Picks sponsor us.
Please. Give me my code.
Yeah.
Browns, Steelers. By the way, my fantasy football name is Deshaun Don't Touchdown there. It's the best name. It's the best name this year.
I get it.
And except I don't have Deshaun in our league. I do in my other 2, though. He has an interception, too.
What's the score?
7-3 Steelers.
Good.
Kenny Pickett has an interception, too.
Nice. I need Deshaun to do terrible. I need David Njoku to do terrible to win fantasy this week.
All right. What do we... This is week 2.
Yeah, let's go over a couple of games for next week, like predictions, and then we'll call it.
We need to recap a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna go through all the games, but headlines. What is stuck out in this NFL season?
The Giants played 6 consecutive quarters of scoreless football, and then just turned into Jesus Christ for the second half of the game.
I thought Josh Dobbs got a dub. Especially, bro, that big boy touchdown hyped me up, bro.
Yeah, that was good. That was cool. And then Danny Dimes just turned it up.
Yeah, Jalen. They put Jalen Hyde in the third quarter, and
he
was the leading receiver for the game.
Yeah,
why didn't you? Should have done that all along. Is the Justin Fields era over in Chicago?
It shouldn't be. They've got a lot of other issues besides Justin Fields.
Yeah, but he's bad.
I was talking to someone about this today on Facebook, actually. Someone put up a post. They were like, do you genuine, as a genuine fan, do you believe in Justin Fields? And I said, yes, I do. And I say that because as an Ohio State fan, I get in college when you have Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson, you're just on a different pedestal. But Justin Fields never ran the ball at Ohio State. Ever. We did not run Justin Fields.
Well, yeah, just to protect him.
Protect him, right? Because we had the system and the offense in place to put playmakers around him for him to succeed.
Yeah.
And when you see that, he's a Heisman guy, right? So seeing what Justin can do, and he can throw. People say, oh, he's a terrible thrower. Watch some of the throws he's done at Ohio State. They're insane.
Yeah, I mean, but he hasn't done it in the league. And I know his O-line
doesn't have a line.
I understand that, but
Yeah, I get it. They've switch Justin Fields onto a team like the 49ers.
Yeah, well, I think any quarterback would succeed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Switch Brock Purdy onto the Bears and see how it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I believe, sure, it could be maybe Justin does suck and maybe he doesn't, but Justin Fields is more than capable of doing better than what he's doing right now, and I think a lot of that has to do with the situation.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so
do I believe Justin Fields can have a successful NFL career? Yes.
Okay, so is the Justin Fields era in Chicago over?
I hope so. Bears suck.
Because everybody's blaming it on him. Obviously,
it's not all on him. But sure, some of it is.
But I've seen stuff being they shouldn't have traded their first overall pick.
Yeah, all that. There's going to be
and in a draft
with
this
Caleb
next
Williams.
year where you have even not Caleb Williams. There's 6 or 7 first-round quarterbacks. Yeah. It'll be a lot easier to move off of Justin Fields whenever you can go take a quarterback late in the first round.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do for sure. And there are teams that have obviously done that with Carolina last year with trading them and stuff like that. I would love to see Justin succeed, whether that's in Chicago or not. I don't really care. I hope it's in Chicago. But if not, I hope he gets another opportunity to play somewhere where he can succeed because I know he can.
I think the Titans should go get him.
Titans would be a good option. I think he would be good in a spot like if Ritter doesn't do well, like the Falcons could maybe take a shot. I'm trying to think of other teams that have kind of bridge quarterbacks, maybe Vegas if Jimmy Garoppolo, like just teams like that have a decent squad, but like they're not crap.
Yeah.
Like the Cardinals probably wouldn't be a great spot for him just because they're tanking to tank and it's pretty obvious. No offense to Josh Dobbs, but like he's not going to be the guy.
Yeah. No, obviously.
But like, just teams like that aren't dog crap, but are capable teams in the NFL and they're respectable. So
yeah. I think Justin Fields can be really good. Like I want to see him. Succeed.
And he's a good kid. Like he's not a turd. He's not a dick.
Yeah.
Like he really wants to do well. He works hard.
Yeah.
He's not a guy that's just there and he's like, well, I'm moping around. Like he's a hard worker. He's got good character. He does a lot of good, and I just want to see him do well. So,
one point I really want to talk about before we get into these games, and I told you this I think yesterday. I watched the Cowboys game yesterday. I watched the whole thing. I've always heard people talk about it. I never realized how fucking dominant Micah Parsons was until last night. Like. Bro, there was like a span of the game, a drive, where I'm just watching Micah Parsons. I'm just literally just watching Micah Parsons. And he's getting to the quarterback. He's literally hitting the quarterback or in the quarterback's face every single play, bro.
When you text me about it, I text you back. I said, this reminds me of Chase Young at Ohio State his junior year. Like, you can line him up anywhere on the line. Parsons can play outside linebacker because he did in Penn State. He was not an edge rusher at Penn State.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He was an outside linebacker. And they just played him in space. But he reminds me of Chase Young. Chase Young didn't play a lot of D-tackle. He didn't play over the nose, but him and whoever our other end was at the time, they would switch sides a lot.
Yeah.
And Chase Young just got after it, and he was there every time, like every play. Just even if it's not like sacking the guy or forcing a fumble, pressure, getting him uncomfortable.
Bro, I've never seen somebody in the NFL do that.
Micah Parsons is the best defensive player in the league.
That's what I said. Like
he's the most impactful guy on defense.
He's won second. He finished runner-up defensive player of the year the last 2 years.
Yeah,
and I've never really like paid too much. I'm just like, he gets a lot of sacks. He's a rusher. Last night, I really like realized I'm like, damn, this dude is like he can't, bro. They can't. Nobody can block him.
No,
I bet you at practice like. Bro, the Cowboys O-line's like, thank fucking God we don't have to play this dude. Because, like, I guarantee you he fucks on them, too.
It's insane.
It's fucking crazy. What do you think about C.J. Stroud?
I mean, he's on a struggling team. Obviously, they're not the best team. I saw that he had some flashes of some good throws. Mm-hmm. They're putting up decent amounts of points in games. Like, it's not like they're only scoring, like, 7-10 points. Like they're putting up 22 points a game, which isn't bad. So as far as development, like he's gonna make mistakes. He's a rookie quarterback. He'll throw a couple bad picks and he'll learn. But overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. So.
I guess biggest headline that I didn't mention: New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers. I'm not even like a Jets fan, but as like a football fan, that's
Zach Wilson sucks.
We'll get into that. But, like as a football fan, like that's just like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like. There's been so much hype around. I can't even imagine how fucking Gary Vee and Jets fans.
Bro,
feel.
I know.
But like, there's all this hype. They have all this talent, bro. Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson's a fucking stud, bro.
Yeah.
So their defense is still insane.
I think it makes it even worse with Hard Knocks being there this year, and there's so much hype around it.
Yeah.
People are there like with so many eyes on Rodgers and him being on Pat McAfee and like all this stuff that just surrounds them. The Jets media, and then. For it to happen so early in the game and like so early in the season,
bro. Like they couldn't even get a drive, bro.
Fourth play,
like
it's crazy,
bro. I could not imagine being a Jets fan. That's
imagine
like,
being Randall Cobb right now, and only not retiring to play with Aaron Rodgers. He's like,
out of here,
bro. Can I retire,
bro?
I don't want to be here no more.
Bro, I could not imagine being a fan of that team. Like imagine Ohio State, like before Stroud last year, and he just fucking gets hurt in the first drive.
Imagine being
like,
I'm trying to think of a college football team that's comparable. Like they just Imagine
Caleb
being a Texas
Williams.
fan. Imagine being a Texas fan. Sorry, Jonathan.
But like, bro, like I could not imagine. Like, bro, the Jets have some diehard fans. Bro.
Yeah.
Like there is probably some depressed people after that.
Yeah. Down. Bad.
Understandable, bro. Like that's, and then
and a lot
you
of
have
people
Aaron
lost some
Rodgers, and like there's a lot of teams that have good backups. Like you go to like Jameis Winston, like he's a backup, or you go to like these decent backups. Zach Wilson.
He ain't that good, bro.
Zach Wilson.
He's bad.
He is fucking terrible, bro. And Aaron Rodgers hinted maybe he can come back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Are they? I don't think they can make the playoffs with Zach Wilson, bro. Like
they're in a hard division. The Dolphins look good. The Bills are obviously there. The Patriots aren't terrible.
They're gonna be better than the Jets.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that
it's tough.
Sucks for Jets.
And I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan, so it's tough to see, and I appreciate greatness and stuff. So it's tough.
I hope he like doesn't retire or anything.
No, I don't think he will. He can't go out like that.
I know, but
the competitive nature, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I think he'll come back.
So what do you think? Do you think turf should be removed?
I mean, at the pro level, sure, but there's other reasons why turf is a good thing for like colleges and high schools. But like when you're at the pro level, sure, I could see like that.
They have all the money to maintain it.
Yeah, they have all the money to maintain it. Like make it a league budget if you can't. Like, there's money implemented in that you can do. But if it's voted on by the players and the players want it, and there's safety reasons behind it, which there scientifically is, and most players prefer it, then I don't see why it couldn't be made possible.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
All right, let's get into week 3 picks. Thursday night game. We'll go pretty quick unless there's a game that we really want to go into. Thursday night, Giants, 49ers. 49ers are the best team in the league, in my opinion.
49ers.
Best team in the league. Colts, Ravens. We'll see. I don't know Anthony Richardson.
Depend on Anthony Richardson.
Because, bro, I think he's decent.
Yeah, I think the Colts are decent. I like Richardson. I'm going to go Ravens, though.
Yeah, I agree. I have Lamar in my fantasy team. So.
Yeah, I like the Ravens this year, too. I'm going to go Ravens.
Titans, Browns.
Are Titans 0-2?
They're 1-1.
I'm gonna go Titans on a short week for the Browns. I'll go Titans.
Just so you know, Ryan Tannehill's season stats: he has 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
I'll go Ryan Tannehill. Let's ride.
I'm gonna go.
I'll go Titans.
I'm gonna go Titans just because I'm a fan, but I think the Browns are gonna be decent. We'll see. Broncos, Dolphins. Speaking of Broncos, that game yesterday.
That game was insane. Sorry, Braxton.
Sorry
about it.
That was crazy, but that PI that was
tough.
That was a terrible no call.
Yeah, that was tough.
They should have at least had a chance. But bro, I was sitting there watching it, and I was like I literally walk into my bedroom. I came in here get like a water. Walk in my bedroom, like, oh, last play of the game, Russell Wilson, Hail Mary, and it like tip, and then the dude like
it reminded me of that Georgia thing a long time ago. The Georgia Bulldogs, like 5 years ago, when they had that tip.
Oh yeah. That's and then they didn't even get a chance to win. So.
No,
I'm gonna go Dolphins though. Dolphins look good as of now. Tua looks good. So.
Who's home that game?
Dolphins.
Okay, then I'll go Dolphins.
Patriots, Jets. I'm gonna go. Patriots are 0-2, but I think they're gonna get.
Yeah, I don't think they drop to 1-2 or 0-3. I got the Patriots.
Bills, Commanders. Commanders are 2-0. I don't even know how Sam Howell's been playing. I haven't been keeping up with.
He's been okay.
But I'm gonna say Buffalo wins that though.
I'm gonna go Commanders. I'm on the Commander train. I like their defense.
Yeah, I knew they had a good Falcons, Lions.
That's a good game.
I'm gonna go, bro. I'm on the Lions train, bro. I like
the Falcons that game.
Okay, why?
Bijan's different, bro.
I think
the Falcons have been playing good ball too.
Yeah, but
I think they could win that division. Like the Buccaneers too. Like
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Saints, Packers.
I'm gonna go Packers just because they had a tough loss last week.
There's literally no line on this game. It's even.
It's even. Yeah, I'll go Packers.
Yeah, I agree. Texans, Jags. I'm gonna go Jags. They're just a better team.
Yeah, I'll go Jags. Tough game last week. They'll bounce back.
Chargers, Vikings. This line is even as well. They're both 0-2.
Both good teams too. That's tough.
I'm gonna go Vikings.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
That's literally two. Like those are very.
I'm gonna go Chargers. Both teams are just so talented. Like one of those teams being 0-3 after 3 weeks is kind of crazy.
Yeah, one of them will be. Panthers, Seahawks. I mean, Bryce Young's literally in his second game right now. I don't even know.
Kenneth Walker looks good. I'm going to go Seahawks. They're putting up a lot of
Geno
points.
Smith doesn't look good, but
no. They're still putting up 30-something points a game.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Seahawks.
Cowboys, Cardinals. If anybody bets on the Cardinals this year, you're
If
dumb.
that game is on, if that's like on national TV in our region,
It's on Fox.
Bro, that's crazy.
It might be. We're in Oklahoma.
If that's, Cowboys.
Which I wouldn't mind. I'll watch Josh Dobbs. But
What's
Cowboys,
the spread? What's the line?
Cowboys favored by 12.5.
It's so big.
Yeah, in the NFL especially. Damn.
That's crazy. Cowboys.
Bears, Chiefs. That's Chiefs. It's the Chiefs.
I saw a stat today. The Chiefs next, I think, 6 games, their next 6 opponents are combined 1-11 right now.
Okay, well,
hit the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but I don't think that stat matters. Like Chargers and Vikings
know,
are
but
both 0-2.
Just saying.
Those are 2 good teams. Yeah. Steelers, Raiders. I know the Steelers looks very bad.
Raiders got plummeted last week. I don't see that happening again. I'll go Raiders.
I'm gonna go Raiders as well. I don't even know anything about the Raiders, but I know the Steelers are bad. Yeah. This is the even line also. It's kind of weird. Eagles, Bucks.
Interesting game.
That is, bro. Baker's kind of a dog, bro.
Is it? Who's home?
The Bucks.
I'm gonna go Tampa.
Bro.
I'm gonna go Tampa just to be different.
Bro, I don't even I hate OU. And
I do too.
I don't like Baker, but bro, when I saw that video, he's like, "Get your fucking weight up, little boy."
Bro, Baker's got that dog.
I was like, "Let's go, bro."
Yeah, Baker's a guy.
And
if he's your quarterback on your team and you're like a teammate,
yeah,
you respect Baker.
Yeah, and he's playing good right now.
I'll ride the Tampa train.
I'm gonna go Bucks.
All right.
I want to see it.
All right.
I want to see Baker succeed, bro.
Me too.
He's passed for 490 yards.
Mike Evans looks good too.
Yeah, bro, I have him on the fantasy team. Do I have him in our league?
I don't know, but I wish I had him.
I think I have him in my other team.
You want to trade?
I don't know I don't even know if I have him in our league.
Well,
but yeah, he had 30-some points yesterday.
Yeah.
That's next Monday night, Eagles Bucks, and then there's 2 Monday night games next week as well, which I love. Rams and Bengals is the second one. Bengals are 0-2. Joe Burrow has looked fucking terrible.
Yeah, they look bad.
They can't last forever though, right?
I hope not.
I'm gonna go Bengals. But
I will too,
bro. Joe Burrow just got 56 mil a year. No way you just like. It's got to just be like a.
I don't know. They got to get going. Jamar Chase needs to get going.
Yeah.
They need to get something going.
T. Higgins had like 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Jamar's look not good, though.
But, yeah, no way they just suck.
I hope not, but we'll see. Time will tell.
All right. I'm going to go Bengals.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, that wraps up all the games. Is there anything else we missed?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's good to be back.
Sir, that was a good little sesh.
I'll try to edit this the best I can. This is a learning process for me. We've always just done audio over Zoom, and I just post it. So I'm going to mess with this and see how it is. Maybe we'll advance the setup with time.
We'll upgrade a little bit.
And your guys' money, accepting donations. But that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. I guess we'll do this. I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
See.
Appreciate y'all listening. It's good to be back, and we'll be back soon. Peace.
See ya.